Hello, good afternoon, beautiful and amazing soul. I hope you're having an awesome day. Today, I just wanted to talk a little bit about grudges, how to let go of them. You know, what's helped me, what's helped me is I during the full moon, if I feel that I have hurt someone in some kind of way, or and they stop talking to me, or if vice versa, even if the person did it to me, I still, whenever it comes up or it triggers me or it reminds me of that situation, what I do is I let the thought go through my mind and then release it, send it out with energy and love, transmute it into love, and write down on a piece of paper or in my journal that I forgive the situation and I forgive myself, and that I'm letting it go, and I'm cutting that energetic cord that I have to it, and then just release it, and then don't think about it anymore, and if 2 or 3 days pass and then you get triggered again and you remember it, or something like that happens, then you do the same and you keep doing the same. If you write it on a piece of paper, burn the piece of paper and then throw it out in your backyard, front yard, wherever you want to. Let it go and tell Mother Gaia to take it from you, to release it from your life, from your world, from your energetic bubble. Okay. And that really, really has helped me. You can also do Ho'oponopono. I think it's called like that. I can't pronounce it that good, but where you release it by, when you get triggered, you just say, I love you, I thank you, I release you, please forgive me. Because even if it wasn't our fault or it was the other person's fault, you're in the situation for a reason, so you learned something from it. So if it keeps coming up, it's because you haven't let go truly. Don't go around, digging for something that it's already been in the past. Don't go looking for the person. If it's a family member or someone, that, yeah, by all means, if you feel that you need to talk to them in person, then you can always apologize, in person, or have a talk with them, letting them know how you feel, that they've hurt you. There's always communication is always the best thing. And but if it's someone from your past lives, like if you're remembering having dreams, you're remembering about situations that you were in, then by all means, you can go ahead and do the exercises, meditate on it, really. There's many ways of letting go. Doing baths while you meditate, you could be thinking about the situation and then just letting it flow through your body and letting it go. Asking your angels to help you release as well, your ancestors, your animal spirit, you can ask them as well to help you release, because all those bad memories and old belief systems, they need to get out of our system so that we can move on and let the new come in, so we can start receiving, more benefit, and that'll help us make better choices in our life. If we keep going back to the same thing over and over with, and there's no change, then what's the point? It's time to move on from that situation. And if, let's say it's a couple and you guys agree to talk about, something that happened between you. There was a situation, and it's good to have communication. If you feel some kind of way, then you need to sit down with your partner and let them know how you feel. Always, that's the best thing in a relationship, is communication and honesty are the two most important things, I feel, that you need for it to even begin to start working, Always be honest and communicate, because if you don't communicate, then how, how's the person going to know what you're feeling or what you want to communicate to them? Okay. Always talk about it and then move on from that situation. Don't talk about it and then start yelling at each other, at one another, and then you guys don't end up finish talking about it, and then you let time pass, and then all that energy is just going to harbor inside of you, and then you're going to become sick. You make yourself sick when you do that. So just, another situation that I had with one of my family members, like years ago, my nephew was at the table. It was a family gathering, and my nephew was at the table and his girlfriend was there, and she called him a really nasty name. And I just said, hey, I would appreciate it if you don't call him that, because he's not that. And she stopped talking to me for 10 years. So, but to me, I let it go, because, it's like, I'm not the one damaging myself. It was the other person. So could you imagine not talking to someone for 10 years just because they asked you not to call someone else out of their name? Like, that's pretty ridiculous. But there's people, that are out there that they're here to come and learn hard lessons. And I could only imagine, how she felt. There was plenty of times that we saw each other, like at other gatherings, and she would still not say hi to me or anything. But it didn't matter to me, because I let it go. So, but I can see that it would bother her to see me, and it was just her reflecting on me. I triggered her, so that was it. But her keeping a grudge for 10 years is just not a good thing, because then we create, diseases and all kinds of crap inside of us. And we just need to let stuff like that go. Anger, grudges, all that, all it does is bring you sadness, and then you're not living your authentic life. You're not living your best life when you're carrying around grudges and all kinds of ridiculous, ridiculous sadness in your heart. Okay, that's what I want to say. So you know what, everybody, just let it go. It's a beautiful time. Mother Gaia has ascended. Let's ascend with her. Let's go along with her. Let's make better choices for ourselves and live better lives. When we make better choices, we live better lives, but there's, it's okay. There is no good or bad there. If you want to, maybe that's your lesson. You came here to learn a lesson for 10 years, or maybe you came here to learn a lesson for 30, 40, 50 years. I don't know. But for me, it helps that to let go of all the heavy energy that does not serve me, because I live more comfortable, I live happier, and I'm living my best life. So that's what I wanted to say about grudges today. Don't go looking, like, if you talk with in your relationship with your significant other, if you talk to them about a situation and you guys are done talking about it, then put it to rest and let it go. Don't go the next day and then want to talk about it again, because it makes no sense. You're not, then you haven't forgiven that person. If you keep digging and digging and digging for it, then you have not truly forgiven them from the bottom of your heart. You still have something harboring in there. So that's the only thing I would, that in my experience, that's why people do. They go back and dig because they can't let go of the situation, or they can't let go of the anger that they have for that situation or towards that person. So, if you're going to forgive someone, you got to let it go and move on, and don't bring the past back up. If you're not going to forgive, then why be fake and forgive them and then don't move on? It's not fair to the other person that's being real. Okay, everyone, I hope this helped someone. Thank you. I love you, and have an awesome day. Mwah.